I completely reinvented myself in a new city, found a new job, and surrounded myself with friends and community that made me feel supported. If you want to build your dream reality and, in the process, make a vision board that actually works, here's the secret formula. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In case you're new here, my name is Emily. For my day job, I work as a civil engineer. After hours, I like to bring you my favorite personal development advice to help you grow into the ideal version of yourself and engineer your dreams. So grab your tea, tuck in, and let's get started. Step 1. Do you even know why you want your life to change? If you don't know the deeper meaning behind why you crave change so deeply, I don't think you'll ever find the motivation to do the hard work that's required to build the life of your dreams. So spend some time in your journal before you even begin the vision board crafting project and ask yourself these few questions. When and why have my personal development projects failed in the past? And when and why have my personal development projects in the past succeeded? Obviously, there will be multiple reasons for both of these questions, but teasing out the reasons why the systems failed and what made them successful will help you to build better ones in the future. And as a part of step 1, I have created a journal template for you guys to help you rewrite your inner story around your personal goals to help you build an internal narrative that supports the person you're going to be in the future. A lot of the failure that I've experienced in my life has come across not from a specific thing that has caused the failure, but an internal belief or story that I'm telling myself that inhibits me from doing the things I have to do. So you guys can use this journal template to kind of go through your internal belief system and make it one that serves you in the future. Okay, step 2 to create a vision board that actually works is to figure out where you are. Where are you now and where do you want to go? It is mathematically impossible to give you directions to where you want to go without first knowing where you stand. Once you know where you are in reality, then you can begin to plan your journey. But you do need to take a really honest look at yourself in the mirror and see what are the deficiencies that are holding me back. In what ways today am I not the person that I could be? What exists in my life now that's causing me pain? And what is the one thing I desire more than anything else that I need to pour my energy into? Step 3, what? This is the fun, crafty part that you've been waiting for. After we've done this internal work to really understand our internal state and where we are, then it's time for you to get fun and crafty with your scrapbook and for you to think about what is the ideal version of myself? What does she do? Who does she hang out with? Where does she live? What clothes does she wear? What kind of adventures does she get to go on? And I love this process. I find it so fun. I do my vision board, I'd say every year or two, and I try not to make a new one until I've completed like half the things on it. So this one still needs a little work, so she's sticking around for a while. There are so many ways you can visualize your future. I like to do the vision boards because I have this lovely frame and I can just keep it on the wall or in my office, in my bedroom, and that kind of helps me to keep my goals right in front of my mind. I know my mom though, she likes doing the scrapbooking thing. Other people might like a more word-centric vision board. I'm a very visual person though, so I love all the pretty pictures and seeing my goals, objects, and fun things to work towards. I do also have my typical affirmations written on my mirror. I'll take some b-roll of that for you guys because that also really helps me to get in the mindset of being the person who can do all these things on my vision board. And once you both feel like a person who could do these things and you see these reminders of where you want to go all the time, your brain kind of starts to problem solve in the background and it figures out the things you can do to most efficiently do these things. So it doesn't typically need to be a very intense goal planning exercise when you're ready to do your vision board and take the next steps. This is a fun, uplifting experience that will help your brain to naturally kind of suss out what the right next step is to do. And I will suggest that you put a vision board everywhere that you think it would be a helpful reminder to you. So one of the perks of making mine on Canva using all sorts of resources on the internet for pictures is that I have like a digital copy that I set as the background to my computer, and I also sometimes put it on the background of my phone. Every time I'll see those things, it's just like instant reality check as what we should be working towards and where our energy should be going. Alright, so step 4 is who. Who is this dream person that can do all that stuff on that board? How does she walk? How does she talk? And how does she present herself into the world? You have to become her if you want to achieve these things. They're here because you don't yet have the capacity to achieve them yourself. You have to grow into the person who can build that. And that takes a lot of intentionally aligned action. And the clearer idea you have in your mind of who this person is, the clearer it will be for you the actions that you need to take in order to become her. And I've talked about the alter ego effect in quite a few videos, but this book helps you to create an alter ego who is all the things that you want to be, so you can step into that version of yourself. For me, because I am a book nerd, those masks that I can choose to put on actually have names associated with them, because the characters that I found through books and history so embody versions of myself that I want to cultivate in my being. So I can tell myself I want to feel like the Queen of England one day. I can tell myself I want to feel like Beyonce one day. And I can tell myself I want to be as fearless as Aelin Galathynius. And knowing these characters and how they present themselves helps me to almost copy them and act as if I am them. And that way, the things that they're doing start to become normal to my nervous system. And eventually, you'll just start doing these things as a natural part of your being. You won't have to pretend to be someone else. Over time, we all become what we pretend to be. So choose who you're pretending to be every day when you step out into the world. The next step is, how are you going to make that happen? We know who can make that happen. We know what they do, but now we're going to get to the nitty and gritty and figure out what specifically you need to do today, tomorrow, next month, and this year in order to make all that become real. Now, engineers have a reputation for being very lazy people. We are trained to get immensely complicated problems solved as efficiently, quickly, and with as little money as humanly possible. That forces your brain to think about the minimal possible effort that has to get done in order to complete the job. So if you're trying to get your best body, you can overcomplicate that like it's your best job. You can make sure you have all the shiny new workout gear. You can get yourself a new water bottle and tumbler. You can get 10 different supplements that supposedly are going to help your body burn fat. Or you could just eat less and work out more. And then you get there. But if I can give you any negative wisdom of something I've learned in creating new habits, is that the easier you can make it, the more likely it will be to happen. So if you're really taking a deep dive into your self-development goals, make a little checklist for yourself of all the things you think you have to do to complete this goal, and then start removing stuff. Remove stuff that isn't really an essential part of the process. Remove things until that system doesn't work. And then when it doesn't work, you're allowed to add back in the one thing that would still make it possible for you to achieve that goal. Then you'll have yourself a short list of the things you have to do in order to get your dream hobby, get a new apartment, or, buy the bag that you've always been wanting. After you know what you have to do, you have to figure out, how am I going to be able to do what is necessary to create this? So think about how you can nudge and encourage yourself to do the right things, and also think about how you can remove possible obstacles from your path. And even then, when you think beforehand what might go wrong, there will still be problems that arise and things that don't go according to plan. So also plan for what you're going to do when you're about to fail. How are you going to show up for yourself when it feels impossible to do the minimal possible effort to complete those goals? I am so excited for this new year, you guys. I have a ton of wonderful goals that I'm working towards, and I'm so optimistic for the future. If you need help on your personal development journey, sign up for my one-on-one coaching program in the description box below. Then you can schedule a mentoring session with me and receive your new client package. Good luck, everyone!